everyone, my name is Richa Singhal and I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information, Communication and Technology at Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. There are so many topics in the computer science, but today we will discuss about algorithms. In this lecture, we will understand the attributes of algorithms, their importance. Along with this, we will discuss briefly difference between algorithm, pseudocode, flowchart and program, as these are the common terms you hear so many times in computer science. So today, we will discuss in this presentation about two simple algorithms. We will gain some clarity about algorithms, and by the end of the lecture, you will understand the algorithms, importance of algorithms in the field of computer science, and what qualities an algorithm must have. So you are able to write a good algorithm. And as you all know that in computer science, a good algorithm is the need of the hour. And this topic is a very interesting topic. So let's start with the algorithm. An algorithm is a method of representing step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. A finite, well-defined sequence of instructions used to solve a problem and perform a computation. So first of all, we will discuss about the attributes of algorithm. So the first attribute is the finiteness. An algorithm should terminate in a finite number of steps. So what do you mean by the finite number of steps? Like in the algorithm, it must be terminated after a couple of steps. Second, it must be defined. Each and every step of the algorithm should be precise and clearly stated. It is the main important and very important attribute of an algorithm. Third is effectiveness. Why we say effectiveness? It means algorithm should be able to convert into a program, because there are so many algorithms, and when we are talking about the programming language, all these algorithms can be easily converted into a programming language. So that's why an algorithm should be effective. Next, the fourth main attribute of the algorithm is the generality. Algorithm should be complete in itself. Why we use algorithm? Can you think about it? Because it can be used to solve all the problems of a given type for any input data. Suppose I want to add two numbers, then in that case I have to give two numbers to the user and it must work for all the inputs. That's why we call it as the algorithm should be general. The next important attribute of an algorithm is input and output. So each algorithm must take 0, 1 or more quantities as input data and gives one more output values. An algorithm can be written in English like sentences or in any standard representations. An algorithm written in English language is called as the pseudocode. So these are the attributes of the algorithm which we discuss now. So after learning about the attributes, I like to shortlist the content. So what we have learned about the input, that algorithm accepts 0 or more inputs. The next one is the output. An algorithm produces at least one output as a result of execution. The third one is define. Each step should be precisely and clearly defined without any ambiguity. The next is the finiteness. Algorithm terminates after a finite number of steps. You must know that when algorithm is going to terminate on what condition. So it must terminate after a finite number of steps. And next one we learned about the effectiveness, should be easy to convert into programming language. Can you find any scenario in which we just need algorithm just for 0 input, that we don't need to give any input? Yes, it's possible, but in what scenario? Like for example, if you want to print something on the screen like hello world, then in that case we don't need to give any kind of input. Now I hope it's clear. Now move. Can you think of an algorithm having 0 output? Think about it. I don't think so there is any algorithm having 0 in output, because an algorithm is created always to have some kind of output to solve some problem. Now talk about the algorithm, how to add two numbers. So in this, first of all, we have to start, then we have to input first number, then what is the next step? We have to input the second number, then we have to compute the result, sum is equal to a plus b, then we have to output the sum and print it on the screen. And in this way, our algorithm will be stopped. Now think of an algorithm having the largest number in a list. So first of all, we have to start, then take a list of numbers, and in the third step, set the first number as the largest. And in the fourth step, compare the largest number with the next number in the list. If the next number is the larger, update the largest number. Now you have to repeat these steps again and again until all the numbers are checked. Then, after this, you have to output the largest number. And then our algorithm is completed, we have to stop it. So in this way, we can say that our algorithm consists of the 8 steps. So have you heard about the terms pseudocode, algorithm, flowchart and program? So what do you think? Are they same? No, they are not same, but there is some kind of similarity between these terms. So first of all, let's discuss about the pseudocode. In most of the books, if you don't find the algorithm, then you will find a pseudocode. So in the pseudocode, how to add two numbers. So its notation is slightly different from algorithm. Like in algorithm, we have to mention the steps. But in pseudocode, you have to mention begin, read AB, sum is equal to A plus B. Then you have to print the sum at the end. So I think this topic is clear to you. If you want to go to read these topics further, then these are the some works with the help of which you can gain some more clarity about the algorithms. So I hope you understand this topic very clearly. And in case of any doubt, just leave a message. And these are the very fine books which will help you in building the computer science concept. And moreover, why we learn algorithms, I would like to say, because algorithm is the base of the computer science. Without algorithm, it's not possible to do anything. I hope you understand this lecture and just like and share and subscribe Tecnia TV for more topics. Thank you so much.